And there they go. They're off and trotting. Arabella's Glider between horses takes the lead. Frank's Rose gaining nicely on the pylons. Miss So Unique moves three wide on the far outside. Followed by Tour de Force, who tucks in there nicely. After that, Velada Love and the slow starting Rail Filly, Rayleigh Something, as they make their way to the quarter-mile pole. Hung out to dry Miss So Unique, right alongside in second. That is Arabella's Glider as they race by the opening quarter in 28-3. They're moving past the stands. Miss So Unique up on the outside finally brushes to the front. Arabella's Glider yields the second, but is coming right back out to challenge. A gap of 4 lengths. Tour de Force skimming the pylons into third. As they round the lower turn, Frank's Rose trots in there fourth, followed by a whole lot of love, and at the end, the trailer is the 2-year-old Rayleigh Something. At the half, and they're smoking here, 57-2 up the backstretch. Arabella's Glider has secured the front end once again. Frank's Rose has jumped off stride on the outside. As they approach three quarters by a length and a half, it's Arabella's Glider. Miss So Unique is coming back for more. Velada Love joins the late action. Racing up on the outside, Tour de Force. Further out, Rayleigh Something. Far backs, Frank's Rose. As they move by three quarters, a sharp 127-1. Off the turn, in the stretch, they're on their way home. Arabella's Glider continues to lead the way. Velada Love just got the passing lane on the extreme outside. Miss So Unique. Here comes Velada Love. Velada Love wins it. Arabella's Glider was second. It's very tight for third, and it's unofficial in 156-3. And there they go. They're off and pacing. Slow start for the 6 Acoustic. PD's Gabriel rushing up on the extreme outside, followed by Turn Me Loose along the rail, in between horses. Pretty Boy Shooter there down the backstretch to the far turn. PD's Gabriel has the lead by 4. Pretty Boy Shooter settles down in second. Turn Me Loose is with the leaders in third. Rockin' Boogie is next. Quickly gaining along the rail, Ballard, Joan Carroll. As they make their way to the quarter-mile pole, a Colo Dance is next, and a very hard-to-drive Acoustic is the trailer. As they settle down by the opening quarter, 28 seconds flat. They're racing past the stands, and PD's Gabriel is going to try to steal one on the front end. Pretty Boy Shooter comes to the outside. We'll see if that premature move pays off or not, as Kevin Wallace puts his head down right now with PD's Gabriel. PD's Gabriel by a length. Pretty Boy Shooter is up on the early attack. Along the rail, Turn Me Loose settles down in third. Live cover for Ballard, Joan Carroll, Bob, Ted, and Alice as they straighten out down the backstretch. Rockin' Boogie Acoustic stacked up third over on the extreme outside. And a Colo Dance now rides the tailgate. They went the half in 58-2. Double Deckard into three quarters. Acoustic try to move three horses wide on the far outside. But PD's Gabriel has had everything his own way by three quarters in 127. PD's Gabriel try to touch them all on the front end. Coming off the rail, Turn Me Loose. Pretty Boy Shooter flattens out. Acoustic is up on the extreme outside. They're in deep stretch. And here comes Turn Me Loose. PD's Gabriel is fighting back. PD's Gabriel in front. Turn Me Loose was second. Rockin' Boogie third. Acoustic was fourth in 154-4. Field is now in motion. And there they go. They're off and pacing. Captain Carmella, Sugar Bridges, Miss Fifi Jones. Along the rail as they scramble for the lead down the backstretch. Sugar Bridges along the rail. Captain Carmella is up on the outside. Glimpse of victory on the extreme outside. These three duke it out. Quarter pole bound. After that comes Mr. 10 Key, who is now bottled up in fourth. As they move by the opening quarter-mile pole, Deputy Dog is next. Slow starting rail filly, Miss Fifi Jones and the Sugar Show trails the field. As they roll by the quarter in 27 and 3, they're racing past the stands, and Glimpse of Victory is rolling right along. Captain Carmella is second. Sugar Bridges will come from off the pace today in third. Mr. Tenakee looking to flush live cover as they make their way to the half-mile pole. A length and a half back into fifth. That's Deputy Dog. Moving up on the outside, the Sugar Show, and trailing the field, Miss Fifi Jones. And the half, 57 and 4. They're out of the turn and down the backstretch. Glimpse of Victory has been flanked on the outside by Captain Carmella. Sugar Bridges now makes her move to the outside. Waiting for the late kick of Mr. Tenakee. They're approaching three quarters. Deputy Dog only 4 lengths off of it. Big gap now to the trailers. The Sugar Show and Miss Fifi Jones far, far back. We're down to a quintet. By three quarters, the tempo is brisk, 126 and 4. Fanned out 5 wide, and the drive to the wire. Sugar Bridges between horses now gets the lead, quickly draws off by 2. Deputy Dog fighting back in between horses. Mr. Tenakee is up on the outside. Sugar Bridges in front. Sugar Bridges wins it. Deputy Dog second, Mr. Tenakee third, Glimpse of Victory, Captain Carmella, the Sugar Show, and the one, Miss Fifi Jones in 154 and 4. They're off and pacing far outside. Mr. No Fear at Swiss Bank Hanover and Demi Ivy along the rail. As they sprint down the backstretch, they're stacked up 5 wide to the quarter-mile pole. Demi Ivy using that rail advantage has the lead. A Lady by Chance surging up on the outside as they wend their way to the quarter-mile pole. Followed by A Dream who was settled down next. After that comes Corner of Virgin as they move by the opening quarter, and here comes the Lady by Chance on the outside to get the quarter call. In 27 and 2/5, Demi Ivy yields to the pocket second. I Dreamed a Dream third. Mr. No Fear rushing up on the outside, followed by Corner of Virgin. Border Control is up on the outside, and at the end at Swiss Bank Hanover, here comes Mr. No Fear brushing right to the front, going on by A Lady by Chance, covering the opening half in 57 and 1. Mr. No Fear, well in hand right now, is going well on the front end. A Lady by Chance dropping back a bit. Demi Ivy yet to get rolling again. Here's the Magician moving up on the outside as they approach three quarters. I Dreamed a Dream, Corner of Virgin, nowhere to go. The Old Man is up on the outside, Border Control. And at the end, it's Swiss Bank Hanover as they race by three quarters in 125 and 3. Mr. No Fear trying to sting him the rest of the way home. Here comes Demi Ivy moving up on the outside, Border Control on the far outside. A Lady by Chance along the rail, Demi Ivy closing in. But Mr. No Fear is resilient. It is Mr. No Fear, Demi Ivy, Border Control, and the Magician. It's unofficial here in 155 and 1. And there they go. They're off in pacing. Clemson on the far outside. Fox Valley Oscar and World on Edge. In between horses, World on Edge takes the lead. America's Fleet is second. Hung out to dry. Clemson on the extreme outside, but he is rolling on. The big picture is also into the early fray as they make their way around the top turn. Send It in Jerome. Moving up on the outside, Fox Valley Oscar Duwas Boy as they move by the opening quarter-mile pole. Always a Shining Star is next. They're racing past the stands. World on Edge is going right down the highway today. The big picture is second ahead. America's Fleet third, a length and a half. Clemson moves up on the outside with live cover. Send It in Jerome, benefiting from this slugfest as they make their way to the half-mile pole. Duwas Boy moves to the outside, ranging up on the extreme outside. Always the star and bottled up on the rail, Fox Valley Oscar. They're at the half, a sharp 55-1. They're double-decker down the backstretch. World on Edge continues to lead the way. America's Fleet, the Golden Trip in second. The Big Picture trying to hang around for a minor share in third. He's gone a tough one. Moving up on the outside, here comes Clemson. He'll have to slingshot 3 deep. Send It in Jerome is desperately looking for racing room as they move into 3/4 up on the outside. Always the shining star as they make their way to the top of the stretch. In between horses, Duwas Boy and Fox Valley Oscar. Racing by 3/4 and 124-2. They're in the stretch. World on Edge, and here comes America's Fleet up on the outside with absolutely no excuse. World on Edge beat him. World on Edge, America's Fleet, Send It in Jerome in a 3-way photo for fourth in 152-1. And there they go. They're often pacing Bet Diamonds, Diamond Diesel, KJ Osmer along the rail as they race down the backstretch. Girl Giggles in the center, just another Mickey's up on the far outside as they make their way to the quarter-mile pole. Here comes So Jam Good to contest it as they move to the quarter-mile pole. After that, toward the rail comes My Bikini Rocks and Control Your Roll as they race by the opening quarter and from the outside. Taking over command, So Jam Good. By the opening quarter, 28 seconds flat. They're racing past the stands. No rest for the weary. It is So Jam Good. Here comes Girl Giggles, smiling as she goes right on by. Girl Giggles clears, opens up a length and a half. So Jam Good yields into the pocket second around the lower turn. Bet Diamonds moving up on the outside. KJ Osmer up on the extreme outside. Here comes Diamond Diesel uncovered as they straighten out down the backstretch. My Bikini Rocks catches this equine train, followed by Just Another Mickey. Shuffle back and up on the outside. Control Your Roll. They went the half, a moderate 57-2, side by side. And stride for stride down the backstretch. Girl Giggles is there by an easy length and a half. Girl Giggles has So Jam Good bottled up in second. Moving up on the outside, Diamond Diesel uncovered third as they move into 3/4. Sweeping up on the extreme outside, My Bikini Rocks as they hit 3/4 and 127-4. Top of the stretch, they're into the stretch. Girl Giggles being set down for the drive. So Jam Good is back on the attack. My Bikini Rocks up on the far outside. Ding-dong battle here. Can't call it. Call the 4. So Jam Good. Girl Giggles second. Tight for third and 156-4. Photo in the 6th. And there they go. They're often pacing. Is It Like It Looks on the far outside? Feeling Like a Winner. Captain Malicious. As they race down the backstretch, Captain Malicious gets the lead, joined quickly by Is It Like It Looks, who rolls up on the outside. Wynyard Hanover away smartly into third. After that, Feeling Like a Winner settled down in fourth. They're quarter pole bound. One of the mares, Pandemic, is next as they race by the opening quarter. Do You Kiss First Date? Rock and Roll Rosie is next as they sizzle the quarter in 27-4. Racing past the stands, Is It Like It Looks will command this field. 5/8 of a mile to pace. Is It Like It Looks? Captain Malicious second. Here comes the veteran up on the outside, Feeling Like a Winner. He'll have to be just that, as he'll have to survive the dreaded first over. Wynyard Hanover tucked in there fourth. Moving up on the outside, Pandemic live cover next, followed by Hoosier Chip, who caught the train. After that, Do You Kiss First Date? Rock and Roll Rosie continues to trail the field. 57-3, they're down the backstretch. Is It Like It Looks continues to lead the way. Feeling Like a Winner settled down in second. Captain Malicious waiting for the passing lane in third. Pandemic is up on the outside. Wynyard Hanover next. Do You Kiss First Date is sixth as they move into three quarters. Pacing by that panel, 125 and 1, top of the stretch. They're into the stretch, and Is It Like It Looks has opened up a seemingly endless lead. It is It Like It Looks. Captain Militia second. Wynyard Hanover trying to come on. Is It Like It Looks coast to coast. Captain Malicious was second. Wynyard Hanover third. Feeling Like a Winner was fourth. It's unofficial in 152 and 3. Super Hi-Fi Pacers are ready to go. They're off in pacing. Spirit Shadow between horses. Rock and Roll along the rail. Moving up on the far outside, here comes Cyclone Kiwi. Cyclone Kiwi gets the lead by a length. Here comes a Rhythmic Storm moving right there with the pace setter. They are quarter pole bound, bottled up along the rail. Spirit Shadow, a gap of 2 lengths to Rock and Roll along the rail. After that comes In It Hanover, followed by Hoosier Shooter. Giuseppe Mollusca, because Bert Told Me So is at the end as they race by the opening quarter. Wow, a fast 26 and 4/5. Cyclone Kiwi is rolling right along. Spirit Shadow tracking second. A Rhythmic Storm third. Rock and Roll, here's In It Hanover moving up on the outside. Hoosier Shooter has now flushed that live cover as they make their way to the half-mile pole. Meant to Be Shooters now caught on the extreme outside. In It Hanover shuffle back along the rail. Giuseppe Mollusca is at the end along with Cause Bert Told Me So. They're at the half, 56 and 4, continuing down the backstretch. Cyclone Kiwi trying to touch a ball, continues to lead the way. Cyclone Kiwi, Spirit Shadow is along the rail. Moving up on the outside, In It Hanover is next. Here comes Hoosier Shooter being taken right along. A Rhythmic Storm is fifth along the rail. Behind him, Rock and Roll as they make their way by three quarters. Meant to Be Shooter is seventh on the outside because Bert Told Me So is next. And trailing the field, Giuseppe Mollusca in 125 and 1. They're fanned out 8 wide on the drive to the wire. Pacers and drivers coming from everywhere. In It Hanover. Here's Hoosier Shooter on the far outside. Three-way photo. Hoosier Shooter, Cyclone Kiwi, and Spirit Shadow noses apart here, 154 and 2.